Here we are, back in Forza Motorsport 4, part something or other. We are towards the end of the game now, aren't we? I'm looking at the event list. That's not going to tell us. We're going to World Tour. That'll tell us. There we go. Championship Series. Sorry, mate. You speak. You go for it, mate. You talk. It's all you.
Up next, your return to Barcelona's majestic Circuit de Catalunya.
Is the game really quiet? What if I feel like the game's quiet? Hang on. Let's have a... Not benchmark. Not benchmark! Let's drive. I can't hear anything. Yeah, why do I feel like it's really quiet? That's probably about right. There we go. That's probably about where I want the audio. Okay, cool. All right, well, back in Forza Motorsport, part something or other, but we're in the final two championship things, series. It's championship series, actually. It says it along the left side there. I've never noticed that. 1 out of 24 events. So we've still got a bit to go, to be fair, actually. Unless we're going to do 24 events today. I don't think we will. We might actually still have a couple more weeks of this. But yeah. Right. Back to it, I guess. I mean, back to the grindstone. Where are we at? We got 1.2 mil. Okay. That's not bad. We got a bunch of cars that, you know... Some of them are good, some of them aren't. Some of them are cut off at the top, some of them aren't. Did that just happen for that one day? Like, are those all the cars that I got on that one day, and then all the rest of them are okay? Because if I go to the Ford GT, it's fine. That was last time, so... Weird. Yeah, it's such a weird glitch to have. I don't know. Just Xenia things, I guess. I'm sure there's a way to fix it. It does. I can't say I'm that bothered. It's a preview picture and a little. It's fine. It'll be fine. But yeah, let's have a see where we are. World Tour. It does want us to start getting into an R1 car soon. We've got 1.2 mil, which isn't bad, but I'm thinking R3 World Tour. There are no other... Oh, right, okay, so it's just this car. Right, let's go. Ford GT, let's straight back to it, eh? Are you changing settings, or is the emulator magically breaking in a new way every time? I don't think it's breaking in a new way every time. Not to my knowledge. I've not changed it either. I haven't changed it. Also, what's up, Kyle? How we doing? You just want to double check on the chat. Have I disabled the chat gameplay? Yes, I did. Right. Bring us back. Now, when chat should pop up on screen next time someone actually says something. Yes. Cool. Beautiful. I changed that. I changed OBS settings, but I don't think I changed any game settings. No. No, I don't know what it... You know what? I don't actually know what caused it. The only thing I've changed since absolutely starting at the very start was I did the engine mod for the Mito to put the Buso engine in it, or as an available engine swap. I don't think I've changed anything, like anything else whatsoever, just because I wanted it to stay where it, you know, I just wanted to stay with, like, I got it in a stable place where I'm sort of happy with how it's running and how it's doing things, so, you know, I didn't mess with it. Would it be nice if the cars weren't, you know, all old speedsters, potentially, but it's only in the preview, so I think we'll be fine. Ah, M2. M2? GT2 M3. Oh, there's a hard time over there, Jesus. Oh, which version are we doing? Oh, we are doing the extra version. This is the third stream with them. Well, I mean, I think it's the cars that we got in that window of time that are the the screwed up ones, and anything after that seems to be fine. Sorry, Ford GT. Oh my god, dude, I can't drive. I mean, what's new? But yeah, what the hell? Oh my god, dude. Oh, whoa! I love this Ford GT. Yeah, it's actually putting the stripes back on it. And you know what? I was gonna skip the side stripes. So glad we also did the side stripes. This is so. Uh-oh. That's too far out. I have just noticed the stripes are off-centered, so that's gonna piss me off. At least at the bottom, like near the exhausts, it's off-center. Is it? Oh, actually, is it? Maybe it isn't. Actually, maybe just. Oh my dude, I'm getting absolutely railed out here. No, I don't think it is off-center, actually. It looked off-center, but I don't think it is. I am just braking in the middle of the road here. I need to drive properly. I mean, coming 7th isn't going to be great, is it? Could do with a cheeky podium or something. We haven't got 6 laps of this, though. We've got some time. Get some rubber banding on the go. Do you need to start thinking about what's after this game, potentially? You know? What's the, you know? What's the vision after Forza Motorsport 4? I honestly thought this would... I thought both that it would take longer and that it would be shorter. Let me explain. I thought the actual campaign, like the regular campaign that it just presents you, would be a lot shorter. But I also thought that if that was the case, then I'd do something to make it longer. But honestly, I'm quite happy with the length that this game has sort of ended up being. I'll probably just, unless there's any sort of extra events I want to do towards the end, which I don't know if there will be, then I think I'll just let it sort of just end. Oh my god, don't break traction. Back on it. But yeah, I need to think about what we're going to play after this game. Obviously, Forza Horizon 6 comes out not too far away. So potentially I just wait for that to come out. Because also what I don't want to do is... I don't want to start playing a game and then of course Horizon 6 comes out and that's going to take up all of my time, probably, right? At least on stream for a little while, right? So I don't want to just like start a playthrough, pause it, and then when we get back to it, it's just like, what the hell even is going on? So maybe we just wait a little bit. Time for another Horizon 1 playthrough, potentially. It would be a quick one. A little quick Horizon 1 playthrough. That'll probably be like 3 or 4 streams, potentially. I think a Horizon 1 playthrough. Would it be much longer than that? It could be much longer than that, actually. I don't know. I am sort of playing it semi-personally at the moment, although I haven't touched it in a little while. Because I was trying to get clean cutscene recordings from the game. So I've been sort of just playing through it to get all that. Although the cutscenes sort of end quite early on. I think the last actual cutscene is when you find the street race hub. That's sort of the last real cutscene. But there are some other little bits here and there that I do want to capture as well for the Horizon trading cards that I'm sort of trying to make. Again, another project that I haven't touched in a little while. Is it even viable to restart a playthrough of the newer Horizon games? Well, I mean, I'd just create a new account, wouldn't I, and then just play on that. I've done that in the past. I did that with the Horizon 10th anniversary. I think the account was called Tom Horizon 10 or something. No, you don't need another copy of the game. You just need to make another Xbox account. What I sort of want to do, actually, with Horizon 1, I actually sort of want to wait to play through it again. Because semi-recently with Forza on Xenia, they've sort of started to find, I don't know who they is, by the way, Reddit, people smarter than me, modders, have sort of found a way to start modding cars into the game. Especially to my knowledge, and if anybody knows anything about anything, then correct me. But I believe it's like fairly, not simple, but like easier to do cars that are already in the same sort of generation of Forza games. So like cars from Forza Motorsport 4 in Horizon 1, or even the 360 version of Horizon 2 in Horizon 1, like to put those into Horizon 1 potentially. That would be really cool. So I might, I sort of potentially want to hold off and just sort of see, you know, what that's about and see if there's anything going on there. 7th, by the way. We just shit the bed. Our car sucks. You see it slowing down at the end of the straights and everything. And everyone just gets overtakes on it. It's terrible. These new regs suck. Playthrough of one of the modern games would be cool to get the mind used to the before and have a fresh perspective on 6's after.
Now it's time
Get what you mean.
At racing your way
Totally get what you mean. Alternative to that, or like the counter argument to that, is that, let's be honest, Forza Horizon 4 to 5 is very similar. 3 to 4 is very similar. Even 2 to 3 is rather similar, right? 5 to 6 is probably going to be very similar. So what I don't want to do is play a load of Horizon 5, get myself bored of it, and then start to play Horizon 6 when that comes out and just be bored and done with it. That's what I don't want to do. You know what I mean? Oh, my Twitch chat had a little refresh there. If anyone said anything after Kyle said even the race cars, then I don't know about it. I still think there is no reason not to have the entire list from Forza Motorsport in Horizon 1? Or do you mean just in just like regular Motorsport to like Horizon 6, I guess? Ooh, I can use the... Yeah, let's go. Speaking of Forza Horizon 1. I think it would just, I don't know, I feel we're already sort of reaching a point with the car list where if they just put all the cars in, then like they just continue to use those for years and years and decades, then the cars get sort of, the models start to age and things like that. Like, obviously we are getting there in Forza now, or have done for a few years. So, yeah, I do think that there's obviously, that is sort of a risk that you would run with doing that sort of thing. Oh my god, I'm getting... Hey! You know? That is sort of a risk you would run with doing that sort of thing, is just carrying over all the models constantly. The race cars, I think it's just a curation thing as well. Like, why would you be putting... I don't know. I mean, I know it sounds cool, but like an Aussie V8 supercar in Forza Horizon 6, it just doesn't quite make sense. I get it of like, fuck it, why not? But I think it's just a curation thing. I think they want to sort of want to be able to pick and choose like good cars for it, and cars that don't need to be in there, or cars that can be FOMO later, and I don't know. I get the idea. But I don't want to be at a point where the game has completely lost focus. I understand you're already at a point, yeah, where you think the game doesn't have any focus. I think there is some, it's missing some nuance to it, but I think overall, you know, the car lists do tend to be like decent, only like some weird omissions here and there. But yeah, well, I mean, we'll see what happens with the car list. They announced, what, was it 450 cars or was it 600? It wasn't 650, was it? It must have been 450. How many was it that they announced for Forza Horizon 6? And they're like, wow, this is so many, but like, pretty sure it's not. Because like, if we go back to Horizon 1 versus Forza Motorsport 4, Forza Motorsport 4 had just about 600 cars, I want to say. And Horizon 1 had like, at launch, 120 something. And you know what? For the most part, they actually curated the car list in like a decent way, and there weren't many bad omissions from that car list. Like, I didn't feel always that it was missing this one car or something like that. Now, obviously, now that I'm obsessed with and looking to purchase a Honda S2000, I have realized that the Honda S2000 is not in Horizon 1. That's a problem. Hopefully modders can sort that out before I go to play through it again. But yeah, there's, you know, in terms of the car list from Horizon 1, they actually did a pretty good job of picking and choosing specific cars and things like that, and not just throwing in everything. But if you just threw in everything that you have, would it ever really go wrong, apart from if some models age? Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. 550 on launch, same as Horizon 5. How many did Horizon 4 have on launch? 550, and I feel like we'd been at 550, 500, like new, like on launch cars for a while now. I feel like we'd been there, you know? You could put an LMP1 in Horizon 3, 4, and 5. God knows it, it'd just be chilling there. Yeah, I mean, they have, you know, messed around with putting some race cars in Horizon, and some of the most fun, especially of Horizon 3, was, you know, doing the, you know, having the GT cars in that game, with the All Stars pack, I think it was called. And then they eventually put some race cars into Horizon 5, and that's also really, really cool to do. Should they be putting the whole motorsport themed roster in there? I don't know. 450 for Horizon 4? Okay, maybe I'm wrong then. Okay, so I mean, but what we are seeing is 550 on launch, same as Horizon 5. We're at a stagnant point where we are staying where we are there. That's the same as last time. And even though it's like, okay, well, it's got 550 cars, like, yeah, I mean, that's still a decent amount of cars, don't get me wrong. But when you consider that Horizon 5 ended on, there you go, 900 cars, thank you for getting the note. I was going to say like 700 or 800. 900 cars? Including some promo cars, so, I mean, you know, just under that maybe. But still, 800 plus cars, and we are removing 300 plus? What are we getting rid of? What's going to go? What's disappearing? It's scary, you know? Like, what's gonna go? Are they getting rid of my AP1 Honda S2000 again? The reason they're not carrying over almost every car from the previous game is to sell you them back later. Well, it's not really... Sorry, it's not really selling you them back later if it's FOMO, but then again, FOMO also sucks. Did they release a DLC with a car in it that you already had in Horizon 5? I know they did in Horizon 1 and potentially Horizon 2. I don't know if they did that in Horizon 5 as recent. I've not even got all the DLCs for Horizon 5. I might need to do that at some point, because when does a license for Horizon 5, you know, when does it come off the marketplace? Is it 5 years for Horizon games or for Forza games?
Today you return to Nürburgring, Germany, for a race on the renowned
I don't know.
Nürburgring.
Ooh, am I on the ring? Am I on the actual ring? I'm on a stretch of the ring. FOMO thing isn't really lame. It's just trash practice. I mean, that's lame. That's the same. I would say the same sort of idea. Yeah, I mean, FOMO is just sort of sucks. I like the idea of a limited time exclusive thing, but like, I don't know, make it a version of the car that you can get instead of an entire car. For example, Evo 6, I know the model for that sucks in Forza, but let's just pretend it doesn't. Evo 6 is in the game. Regular car, you can go get it. But Evo 6 Tommy Magnan Edition is a limited time thing there, right? That I'd sort of be into, you know? I think that I'd be like, okay, well, that's kind of, you know, that's all right. I don't know. Maybe I'm alone. I think that would be a better way to do FOMO, but I don't think it's going to be the way they do FOMO, because why would they pick multiple, what's it called? Why would they pick multiple, yeah, don't upgrade. Why would they pick multiple versions of a car to put into a game when they could just put one version of a car into a game and then do the FOMO thing? Like, I don't know. Let's do the 458. Case of roof. Temporary exclusivity is okay to build hype. Well, I guess that's the idea behind Horizon Backstage, isn't it? Is that it is temporary exclusivity. It's just temporary could be a few years, which is a bit much. I think there's better ways to do what they're doing. But of course, with the way that the market or with the industry has sort of gone, where the most, especially with Forza Horizon, which is mostly played on Game Pass, the most important metric is playtime, and how often you can keep people coming back. I feel like the FOMO thing is going to continue. I think it's just going to. It'd be cool if they did something different with it in a way that it still works generally. Like, they do like the idea of getting on, you know, to get the specific prize thing, but like, should the specific prize, oh Jesus, should the specific prize thing be really like cool and like, oh, you only get it for a week, and if not, then you're fucked? I don't know. Dude, this, after playing Assetto Corsa Revo so much on the Nürburgring, that section is so weird. That's also my least favorite section of the Nürburgring. Well, I don't know about least favorite section. It's the section I feel like I'm the worst at. I'm really not good at that particular part of it, or this bit, to be fair, or the bit coming up. The rest of it, I'm fucking, I'm crazy at. All right. Just don't know how much I can push this car. Traction and ABS off, and it just. Oh my god, move! Put your indicators on, guys. This feels way tighter on a setup. Oh shit. Sort of thing you need literal legislation to stop. Or people getting the shit together, but that doesn't happen. Hey, some affinity. We're almost at the next level as well.
Now it's back to the Georgia asphalt of the Road Atlanta course.
Ooh. Can we get full circuit, please? Not just short circuit. Oh, come on. Let me take the taggy round. Oh. Still just wants to give me... What D-class cars do I have? I got a Terreno. Okay, Terreno. Trueno. Trueno, not Tureno. Trueno. After research, no car from past Horizons were in DLC, unless you count 2 drift cars. Every returning car was in the playlist in Horizon 5. Yeah, I don't think anything in the actual Horizon 5 DLCs were cars that were in the game previously. Horizon 1 and 2, I'm pretty sure. Horizon 1, definitely. Horizon 2, maybe, I'm not sure. Oh, these little shit boxes. I can't believe how expensive these things are. Like, I know they're the face of Initial D, but like, it's crazy. At least in the UK, I don't know about... Well, I imagine in the US they're expensive as well, but I imagine in Japan, potentially, they're just everywhere. Horizon 5 had cars in DLC that were later in Forza Motorsport in retail. Yeah, Horizon 5 DLC cars were in Forza Motorsport. But that came out after it, so a bit different. Definitely not every DLC car from Horizon 5 in Forza Motorsport is DLC. I don't think the Fast and Furious flip car was in Motorsport. I could be wrong though, because whenever I play that game, I seem to flip over. Put the grass a little bit too far there. Fuck it, oh, it's struggling. It's staying at 6. No, it will not go up anymore. Bloody hell. Struggling to get up a hill. I mean... No reason Takumi did the downhills when he was on Project D. Am I right? He did also have a tuned car. My car is technically tuned a little bit. It's top of D class. I don't know what the game automatically did to it, but it did something. It didn't put an engine that goes to 11k in it. I know that much. It didn't do that. I wonder if that's possible to do with mods. Do we even know what engine, like, from Initial D? Because it's in a set of Corsa Evo, whatever it is. But, like, what engine is it that they put into it? They refer to it as a race engine, right? But, like, what is it? What is it? What is it? Do we know? Do they ever say? Whoops. It's still a 4AG. Is it? Oh. Okay. So it's just a really... Right, so it's just a really pepped up 4AGE. Okay, huh? I thought it was a different engine. God, I'm just thinking about the Evo 3s that were in that now, and I'm just thinking, whoa, Evo 3. We'd love an Evo 3. Don't worry, I'm still tied to the idea of a Honda S2000. That's still the one. I counted 43 DLC cards from Horizon 5 that are in Forza Motorsport. Don't remember the DLC cards from Forza Motorsport. Forza Motorsport did have DLC, didn't it? It had like weekly cars in the car pack. Yeah, it did. I forgot about that. Man, Forza Motorsport is such a missed opportunity to do something really great for Forza. Really reinvigorate the Forza Motorsport name. But I think, yeah, I mean, Forza, it's just going to be Forza Horizon now, I think. I don't know if, I mean, maybe one day they'll try Forza Motorsport again, but like, can they really do reboot Forza Motorsport after having already done Forza Motorsport reboot? Like, can they do 2 reboots in a row, like directly? They already failed from the whole from the ground up thing. Yeah. I think it's just, I mean, what really fucked it all up is just the way that they designed games during that time. Microsoft just contracts everything out to people and just, it's just bad. It just ended up being terrible. I think, well, it wasn't terrible. Well, it wasn't terrible, but like, obviously we're in a position now where we're just not even looking at it. You know? More forgiving if they've been honest with the community about restarting development twice. Did they? I don't know about that. It was just a mess a bit, wasn't it? It was just... It's also why the Horizon 6 reveal essentially told us everything we wanted to hear. Yeah. Yeah, I think that was like to sort of speak to the fans about it. I really like that they did that. It is weird that, you know, we still don't have like a... I don't think we do anyway. Maybe we do, but I'm pretty sure we don't. Like a traditional trailer for that game yet. You know what I mean? Like, we don't actually have like a, you know, music and gameplay and like name reveal of the game at the end trailer. Like, we don't actually have that, which is hilarious. That's always sort of traditionally how they've done it. But yeah, no, this time they went on Developer Direct, and Playground are carrying Xbox by the looks of things, with fucking Fable looking amazing. And Forza Horizon 6 also looking amazing. Yes, IGN had that video, and currently, at the time of this stream, that video was a couple days ago. We've not had anything else since. IGN are supposedly dropping more bits and bobs, but we don't really know what that is yet. Well, they've put a tagline of like, one's customization, one's biomes or something. Was it open world experiences? Something like that, I don't know. Whatever that is. But yeah, they've just dropped that 9-minute video with the Saline S7 LM. And it's just very, yeah, of all the, like, if I wanted to make that game look good, that's not how I would have done that, you know? From the ground up, then explain Forza Motorsport 5, 6, 7 bugs untouched. Yeah. Not great. It just all went wrong, didn't it? Quick message. German Grand Touring. Right, so we're getting a DTM car. What do we want? Audi TT, Audi A4, Mercedes C-Class, or the Opel Astra V8. Look, you know what? I think previously, I would have actually picked the AMG. Because, yeah, I think that is probably my overall pick. But I might actually pick the Astra, because I reckon this in like a grey with... I'm just getting Burnout 3 vibes from it. I'm getting Burnout 3 vibes from it. I would have picked the C-Class, but I'm gonna go Astra. I think that'll be funny. Definitely withholding a lot on purpose. We can only hope it's not for the wrong reasons. No, I don't. Look, I mean, for them to actually fuck up Forza Horizon, they would have to do some crazy radical shit. That formula is like difficult to screw up. And I know they screw, well, not they, because that's Playground and this is turn 10, but like, I know that Forza Motorsport was screwed up, but that was a formula that was definitely more fragile. Like, you can fuck that up much easier than you can fuck up Forza Horizon. Forza Horizon, you just have to do what you did last time. Like, it's really not difficult. At least I don't think it is. Maybe they're there thinking, wow, I mean, this guy thinks he's fucking all that, but I don't know. I feel like it would be very easy. I'm gonna R2. I can twin turbo. I can put a supercharger on it. Go on, supercharger. Gonna upgrade the supercharger? No? Okay. Well, that's where we're at then. Just under the top of R2. They won't screw it up. I'm more concerned that they screw up the people they sweet talked with the reveal and weren't going to buy it regardless. I feel like the reveal talked to people. It really spoke more to people who were going to buy it already, not necessarily people who weren't going to get it. The game comes out and I watch you play and it turns out the reveal was just marketing with nothing substantial behind it. I'll be pretty pissed. Yeah, I get that. But I am, you know, but Kyle, if you watch me play it and it's good, that would influence you to then purchase it for yourself, correct? Microsoft, Playground Games. I am influencer. I have people who are going to watch me, and that will decide if they buy the game or not. So I'm just saying, talk to me. I have already spoken to them. I think I'll be getting. Well, I mean, I'll be getting it, whether it's early or not. I don't know. I might put twin turbos on it because I want to get to the top of. Yeah, I should put twin turbos on. Get to the top. There we go. Yeah, that'll do. I'm quite literally relying on your inevitable early access stream to decide. You're at least getting the 4 days early access. As in the premium edition early access? Yeah. I mean, look, if for whatever reason it's up to someone else, for whatever reason, potentially I do not get given the game by Playground, Turn 10, whatever, Microsoft, I'm gonna buy the premium edition and play it as soon as I can and stream it as pretty much as soon as I can, right? Like, that's, you know, that's a given. Like, I can hopefully promise you that. Is that I'll be playing that. I'll be playing it on stream as soon as I can. In whether that's an NDA gets lifted or the game comes out or whatever it may be, I will be playing that game on stream as soon as I actually can. That is what I can tell you. Again, whether that's an NDA lifting or whether you know anything else, I don't know. Hell yeah, look at this thing. Ooh, can we put some different rims on it? Although the rims on it are pretty cool, actually, to be fair. But what about other race car rims? What about, I've got an idea, Mercedes or the Sauber rims? Oh, CLK GTR rims, they're cool too. Oh, Sauber C9 rims look sick on it. Oh, they look cool on it, actually. So do the 190E rims, actually. I like those on it. Sauber C9 rims, screw it. Right on there. I actually think bigger as well. 19s. Yeah, go on. Two cars in Forza Motorsport are returning as DLC from past Forza's Tomaso Pantera and the Furai. Oh yeah. One car in the car pass from playlist in Horizon 5. Valkyrie AMR. 6 equals in the GT cars, also DLC in Horizon 5. That is some investigative work. I like it. Good stuff. The real release date instead of the poor people getting the late one, which I would consider myself if I didn't give 2x cash. Yeah. It's expensive. It is expensive this time. It's expensive anyway. I mean, everything is expensive, right? These days, but that is, yeah. It's expensive. If you can wait a few days, yeah. The fact that I try to content create and do streams and things like that means that I can't really wait. I need to sort of try and be on it as soon as anybody else is, you know? I need to be first, if you will. Whether that, you know, that's why, you know, I try and send messages to the right people saying, hey, could I get it, you know, as part of a press package thingy, or, you know, part of, you know, whatever it may be. Obviously, fuck, there are many streamers who are already up there and are going to be, you know, already on it before I am, probably, because I'm not really that guy anymore. I'm not that guy anymore, and the guy I did know for that sort of thing has left many years ago. I think my early access stuff got left with it. They also outsourced their marketing, press stuff, a lot of it anyway. But that's a boring conversation no one wants to listen to. But yeah, the short of it is I will be trying to play it and stream it as soon as I can and bring you content as soon as I can. I have some days booked off, at least for the day that it premium edition comes out. Well, actually the day before, just to anticipate, at least. And if not, then at least get some snacks. Actually, no, hang on. Let me have a look at my calendar. When do I have... What days do I have off? The 14th and the 15th. To be fair, 15th comes out at a time, but... let's just say if I get on a flight to New Zealand, then it'll come out on the 14th, probably, anyway, so... yeah. Unless they do some sort of global release time, which would be smarter, but also potentially more annoying, because it'll probably be midnight for me, and at that point... I don't know if I could be streaming at midnight. I don't think that's really on the cards. I'd love to, don't think I can. I do not live alone. I must be courteous to the other people who live in my... look, whatever happens, we'll see what happens. It is what it is. And... yeah, we'll see what happens, yeah. We'll see what's happening. You know what? To be fair, I got Forza Motorsport like early. Actually, to be fair, I got Forza Motorsport early, like a good week and a bit before it actually came out. Maybe even more than that. So. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. It is an important thing to me. It's one of the more fun things as well, is getting on a game early and being able to create content earlier than the public. And I know it's maybe a snobby thing as well. There's potential snobbery towards it, but you know. Whatever. Maybe I need to be in third there, because if I'm just in second, then I'm just revving up. Can I catch these Corvettes in the next 2 laps though? I'm not sure. I think I am catching them, but will I catch them? Actually catch them? I don't know. Should have been 4th there. We got a good exit, and I didn't. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna catch them, but. Alright, so I'm still just breaking traction there. I mean, this car is sort of nuts, actually. Ooh. Oh my god. Wait. Oh, they're not Corvettes, they're Salines. Oh, shit. Hang on a minute. Fuck. Oh, come on. Have a crash, come on. Close though. I reckon if I did that, like I went full throttle around that backside of the track. I reckon if I did that like 2 or 3 laps in a row, then I would have actually got up there, but I only did it on the last lap. Tough. UFF. Tough. That Astra sounds crazy though. That's fun.
Indianapolis Motor Speedway once again to prove your skill.
Indianapolis, okay. We got R2, R1, S. What about S-Class? Do we have like an S-Class race car? Well, we do. We've got the Pepsi Max Commodore. Yeah, it's been a while since we've been in the Murcielago. Although Indianapolis, would that benefit from top speed of a Veyron? Yes, I think it would. Let's give that a go. Hilarious to me that the mod puts the Veyron down in S-Class. I mean, potentially the actual steering of it is not good enough for S-Class, and that's why it's there, but the top speed is absolutely there. We know that. Ooh, LB640. Ooh. Bent on yellow is just wrong. Oh, an LFA in black, though. Hang on. That's kind of hot. End of Fast 5, anyone? Alright, sweet. Stop the count, I think. Yeah. Uh-oh. Hey, continue counting. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. It's not over. There is a turn there. Bugatti are not aware of it. They weren't told. It's fine. Mate Rimac is on the case. He's figuring it out. Alright, we get this on some BCs, or we'll be turning like a motherfucker. Yeah. Right, come on. 160, I've got to be, yep, there we go. Reeled the McLaren in. Oh, fuck. Oh, that's my front left brakes, actually. Hang on. I might want to potentially stop that from happening. All right, that was just body damage this time. That's fine. Oh, but the McLaren's having me now. You having a fucking laugh, mate? The Reventon? How's the Reventon doing that? How'd he do that? Oh, Roof has done exactly what I did the first time around. How's the Reventon catching up there? That was crazy. I keep forgetting I have an Instagram for like trading card stuff now, and people follow me on it, and I get a notification. I just forget I forget that exists. I need to post some things on there. Actually, you know what? I am getting some cards soon. I mentioned it on the stream yesterday that someone had put up some Halo cards, a box of Halo Hobby, and they don't come up often. They are rare boxes to find. They are difficult to find boxes. And someone put one up for a price that was a little bit too much. So I lowballed him. And then they accepted. So guess I've got that on the way, which will be fun, because when I did open some Halo cards late last year, and man, they were so fun to open. I thought they were so cool. Oh, Reventon's gone in a bit. Yeah, the Halo trading cards, so fun. That's another thing. When I'm off to DreamHack Birmingham towards the end of this month, me and a couple of friends actually we put some money together for a case of Call of Duty League trading cards. So I've just got a case of Call of Duty trading cards in my bedroom, and I've had them for months, and I'm dying to open them. So I'll be having 2 boxes out of that. And they'll be really fun to open towards the end of the month as well. Well, we're all opening them at DreamHack. It'll be a fun little time. I need to remember to take sleeves actually, because some of my friends have trading cards but they're not sleeves, and it's really fucking annoying, actually. Like, that annoys me. Like, you have a good card and you don't have a sleeve and you're just leaving it like, oh, come on, guys, take care of your things, take care of your things. Here's my nutting. There's a Rarity Collection Yu-Gi-Oh box coming out soon as well that I need to look at. I don't know when that's coming out, but that's something I will want to pick up. Maybe 1 or 2 of. Rarity Collection stuff for Yu-Gi-Oh is always fun. I'm not asked about main sets anymore. I used to get they release a main set like every 2 months, maybe. Give or take. And I for a time I was buying those every time they came out. And I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not doing that anymore. I'll open the fun nostalgia stuff. I'm not opening main sets. I'm not actively playing the game. Nor do any of the cards that I would get in them. They wouldn't fit into the deck that I play for that game. So like, there's literally 0 point. Apart from potentially getting some valuable cards to sell, but like, shouldn't do that with trading cards, because I'll tell you what, or with TCGs, because always bad. Never come out on top. E2, here we go. Right, let's see if we can actually hold turn 1 this time. Oh, it's take time. Absolutely pissed on everyone off the rip. I mean, it's actually hilarious. Promise I didn't blow turn 1 on purpose. It just happened. Where is... I don't actually really know where my braking point is. Okay, there we go. There we go. See? I can do it. Oh, they can't. Fucking hell. Is that an LFA in the dirt? Who was that? I don't know what that was. Rip. He's getting sand out of his arches for weeks. Right. Oh my god. These brakes just love... I mean, brakes in this game just love locking up anyway. I think what really helps with the newer games is that, like, the vibration is better as well. I think it's something that it makes ABS easier to not have on. Although, to be fair, in Horizon 5 and Motorsport, I do actually run ABS. I didn't before that. But now I'm just lazy these days and I run it. To be fair, I usually do my braking in such a way where it's even like I don't have ABS, but then I do have it on anyway. Need to brake earlier than I did there. I broke in the same place I did for lap 1, but lap 1 I didn't have as much speed going into that, so really need to brake a bit earlier than that. Sweet. Come on, can we hit 200 on this? No, absolutely not. Can we hit 150? Yeah. we'll just change the goalpost. It's fine. We'll move them. Gotta say, never really liked this track. Not an Indianapolis fan. Never really have been. I know it's legendary. I know there's bricks somewhere. I get it. I don't know. I've just never really liked this track. But you know what? For oval racing, it's sort of fun because it's not even like really an oval. It's a rounded square, or a rounded rectangle rather. But this infield, I don't like the infield. I think the infield blows. Daytona is a way better infield. I do like Daytona. I feel like it's been ages since I've actually driven Daytona in anything. Obviously not in real life. I don't do that. One day, I'd like to. Another reason in my own satisfaction, there's a tune on Forza Motorsport for your S2000. What? Forza Motorsport? Thank you. That's really kind. I might take that. I don't know when I'm... to be fair, I do sort of try to play Forza Motorsport sometimes. Usually it is just jumping onto... what's it called? To go up and down Fujimi Kaido. Potentially the Nürburgring, but not usually the Nürburgring, because if I really want to blast it around the Nürburgring, I'll load up a Assetto Corsa Evo, and that's sort of been my jam recently. I've already sort of planned in my head that I'm going to play it tomorrow, and I'm excited to play it tomorrow. Might whack on the VR. I've not actually really properly played it in VR at all, so whack the VR on S2000. Bit of Eurobeat. Cool. That'd be nuts. It'll be a lovely time. Name rims. I don't even know what rims I put on that car in that game. That's another thing I really need to look at is, well, to be fair, look, if I get an S2000, I'll try and keep it stocked for at least a year. I say that, I've had the Mito for 3 years and I haven't modified it. Not that there's much you can do to a Mito as much as you can do to an S2000, but out of just like, nah, whatever, I've not done anything to a Mito. But the S2000, in my head, I'm like toying with the idea. I'm like, maybe I'll, you know, at least get some wheels, maybe an induction kit of some sort. I don't really want to do anything to power, I've got to say. 240 horsepower, that's enough for the UK. I think I know people do crazy. I know, but you would modify the S2K the second you got it if you had the cash on hand. Maybe not the second I got it.
Off once again to the dynamic twin-ring
But
Motegi circuit in Tochigi Prefecture, Japan.
Look, I'm gonna visualize a dream with you here, guys. Visualize a dream. This. If my life goes well, and it won't, but my life goes well, this is how I planned it out. So, what we'll do is I'll get an S2K roundabout now. The next couple months or so, I'll get an S2000. Okay? And that will be my only car. So I will be using it to drive to work. I only drive to work every couple weeks, like it's not a big deal. So my usage of an S2000 would be the usage of that of somebody using it on the weekend every now and again. Like that's genuinely my usage, potentially less, right? Need an S-Class car. I need an S-Class track car, don't I? GTR, I guess? So yeah, get the S2K, use that as a sort of my only car. I don't want to say, the word daily gets thrown around a lot. I don't drive daily. I don't need to drive daily. A couple times a week, and even that is like, honestly, just picking up food because I'm fat. And then every other week to drive to work, 50 miles maximum. Or give or take 50 miles. So I'll do that. And then one day I'll have enough money to move out. And I'll move out. And what I will do is I will make sure whatever house I move into, that it has either a driveway or a garage or both. Got to, right? And then at some point after that, I'll potentially have enough money to get a more dailyable car. To get a more normal daily car. Or something. Right? Maybe another Alfa Romeo Mito, if I'm stupid enough. And believe me, I could be. Maybe a Giulia QV if everybody stops, well, I say if everybody stops buying them. If they can continue to come down in price, maybe one of them. I don't know. We'll see what happens when the time comes. Maybe cars will have come back and they're cool again. Probably not. Yeah. Get a cool actual, you know, like a normal daily car. And then S2000 will move to track car. And then then we can do some mods to it. Then we can do some mods to it. Now, would I still want it to be street legal? Yeah, probably. Can't always go to a track day. Sometimes you just want to blast it around some little hills and stuff, some fun roads. But what I want is I want a wing. I want a semi-big spoiler. You know? S2000s with spoilers on them look awesome. They just do. Even without a body kit and stuff. Set of rims, tires, suspension. Ooh, oh, we're talking dirty. I'm not planning to do anything crazy to the STK, at least not immediately after I get it. Let's try and enjoy what the car is for the start, and then if I feel like there's anything more that needs doing to it, or there's anything cool that could be done to it, then I might have a look into that. But also got to consider in the UK that modified cars, you've got to declare them to insurance, and that can have an effect on your insurance. So let's just, you know, remember that. Let's remember that we need to be able to afford the car. That is if it stays as a street legal car, which again would like it to. Uh-oh. Sorry, Hyundai. Sorry, Reese Mullen. Is it Reese Mullen? Yeah, it is Reese Mullen. Is cardboard mods expensive for insurance? You know, you say that, but I reckon it counts probably because it's modification, you know? Even if you put cardboard on, like, let's say if like, you made a cardboard body kit, that's probably, that still counts as modification. Like, it probably does still have an effect on your insurance. Also, another big reason I wouldn't want to really do any power mods or anything like that is just because that's probably what does your insurance badly. Like, you could probably put brakes and wheels on there, and hell, even a body kit potentially. But if you start putting power on there, I feel like that's probably the. I mean, it's all probably the kickoff, isn't it, for UK insurance? They'll fucking get you however they can. Look, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Who knows? Who knows? That's the ideal plan in my head. That one day, the S2000 will move to a. I don't want to say project car either because it's not really a project. If I buy an S2000 and then daily for it, as I said, daily's a weird word as well. And have it as my only car, then it's not really a project car. Oh, I don't know. We'll see what happens. We don't know what life has to bring me. I might lose both my legs in a horrific accident and I could never drive again. Let's hope that doesn't happen, shall we? Nobody clip that, by the way. Don't clip that. Don't clip that and then while I'm in the hospital say I told you so. Or just show me. Don't do that. Don't do it. Oh shit. Come to the next Robert Wickens. I don't know who that is. Oh. Rude. Who's Rob Wickens? Is he some sort of like race driver? I could become a race driver if anyone, you know, wants to give me some money. That'd be great. Ooh, another driver level. What do we get? Early GT1. Okay. Him's a GT3 driver. What? And he lost both his legs. Oh, early GT1. Ooh, right. R390, GTSR Viper. Is that GT1? I feel like that's in a different. I guess so. McLaren F1, GTR, S7R, or MC12. Oh man, Viper. I know the F1 is like. I feel like the F1 is the easy choice, right? And I'm half tempted to pick it, but Viper. Yeah, the S7s were giving me some stick earlier, weren't they? They were, to be fair. But... Viper. A Viper's just a big S2000 when you think about it. Oh, you know what? R390, especially the race car, does nothing for me. Really, I'm really not interested in the R390. I know it's a very popular, cool, it's, actual cool Nissan, which, they're hard to come by these days, but doesn't do much for me, man. I don't know. I'm gonna pick the Viper. Picked it. Done it. Whoa, what the fuck?
Today you'll give
Hang on, I'm gonna check
Nürburgring
Instagram
Grand
for a
Prix
sec.
circuit another run.
What did I just... Who just followed me? It was someone very much with their top mostly off. So I was very curious as to what was going on there, but I can't click on the account, so I think it's been banned. Of course it was a spam account. That those sorts of people aren't actually following me. But I'm like, what the fuck? Right. Ooh, Dodge Race Showcase. Yeah. Skyline Club with a GTR on the front? That's illegal. I'll do that. Not a Skyline, guys. Not a Skyline. Top of R2. Oh. Come on then. Let's get the Viper out. Fuck it. It's not that Viper in the picture though. I like the competition coupe. I like the competition coupe concept. Actually, the one with the box wing, that's the guy. That's the guy. We might be hearing more from him soon. Right, let's go. Shame. Oh man, I don't know. I don't know what it is. It just doesn't do much for me. Is that a fucking ACR? That's not even a race car. That's just a Viper. That's just a street car. It's just the Viper ACR. That's hilarious. He's just here. Oh my god. See, that's the guy. That orange car. This guy, that's the guy. Fuck yeah. Oh my god, dude. Driving race cars in this game is so much more difficult than driving the street cars. I feel like. Is it because I'm bad? Yeah, definitely. But I just feel like it's so much more difficult. Like, I'm wiping the floor with everyone in street cars, but in race cars? Can't do it. Yeah, I mean, okay, the Viper's not a good, you know. Oh. 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 Hmm. Okay. I'm not going to tell you what those sounds were about, but you can make your own guesses and assumptions. Hmm. Interesting. Interesting happenings. Yes, I'm sick now. This is difficult. I might need to. You can't even tell. Can you? Is there difficulty? I don't think there is difficulty in this, is there? I've been through this probably a million times, but I keep forgetting. Turn 4-star? That was not a 4-star turn. I wasn't even in the right place. The fuck? That was a 2-star. I mean, yeah, it wasn't good, but like, it was better than the 4-star one. Shit. What? Where's Haruka when you need him? I'm pretty sure there isn't a difficulty thing in this. It just scales with the later game. But again, I think race cars are just so much more difficult in this game. Shit, now I'm just... Forget that that's not just, like, newer Forza where you can just drive on that and you actually get fucked up. No grip. Oh, I've got no grip anywhere, anyway. Maybe I should put ABS and or traction control on, or something. Fuck, 7th! 7th! Terrible. Absolutely terrible.
You're on your way back to Italy to test your luck on the Mugello Autodromo Internazionale.
The way that he says Autodromo is always so funny. Right. What do I want to do here? What have we got? S-Class multi, but S-Class. A-Class and D-Class. A-Class and D-Class sounds fun. What have we got in A-Class? Ooh, I've got a 350Z. Yeah, go on. 350. Let's do it. Let's do it. Wouldn't I? You know what? We've done 9 events already. I don't think we'll do... Well, we'll get close. I think we'll get close. I don't think we'll do 24, but might get close. Actually, you know what? We might do. All these races are taking place on short circuits, which I've got to say, really annoying, actually. Like, Road Atlanta being on club circuit and stuff is like, ugh, come on, give me full Road Atlanta. What's going on? Oh. Have we just crashed? Yes. Okay, great. Rewinding crashed the game. Oh, nice. That's good. Good. 223 lives on a cliffhanger. Dude, I could leave you right there and put you on a cliffhanger. We just end the stream there, be like, well, game crashed. See ya. That would be terrible, wouldn't it? We go again. Mugello?
You're on your way back to Italy to test
Mugello
your luck
Autodromo.
on the Mugello Autodromo Internazionale.
Every time it says Autodromo, it sounds funny. Right, A-Class multi. There you go. Try again. Maybe we'll actually get that this time. Are we even going to catch up? Oh, I guess it's short circuit, so we might catch up to the D-Class cars by the end of it. We should do, actually, shouldn't we? Is Monza in this? No. No, Monza was, Was that Forza Motorsport 5 onwards? Was it 6? Was it in Forza 5? I don't remember. I'm trying to think. Was it in Forza Motorsport 5 or was it in Forza Motorsport 6 onwards? It wasn't in 360 gen. I know that much. I have a feeling it wasn't in 5. I think it was 6 onwards. Yeah. Absolutely done by the Ford GT there. Although they might get me on the straight here. They've definitely got more power than me. I'm 480 on this. But apparently they're not going to get me on this, I guess. Okay, weird. Really thought they would. I can't ever tell if I like Mugello or not. I don't know. Something about it just doesn't quite excite me. I don't know what it is. Yeah. Go. Now, once again, right behind me. Oh, the 4GT's catch. No, and now I've gotten away. Not gotten away, but... Oh no, he is still catching slightly. Might go for a late break here. Ah, he's too much of a pussy. He didn't do it though. He is scared. Wait, that was... Wait, what? Oh. I thought that was... Did I only do 2 laps or 4 laps? I'm so confused. We didn't catch up to the next class, I guess. I guess I just finished more... I don't know.
Now it's
weird.
back to California.
Really thought there were more laps to that.
Of Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca.
I miss it being Mazda. Laguna Seca. That's how I know it. Not WeatherTech. Laguna Seca. I don't know who that guy is. Oh, what about a Porsche? Porsche GT3 race car showcase? Get me in that. GT3 Cup? Speedster? Around Laguna Seca? Get me amongst that. Bloody chatbot. Get out. Oh my god, come on. Like, you can't just brake in front of me like, oh, my front right brake's gone now. Brilliant. Thanks, mate. Guffed that, aren't you? Somehow GT3 RS stuck in, yeah. Somehow streetcars in here. Modified streetcar. Fuck. Maybe ABS would be a good idea, because Jesus Christ. You lock it up? Yeah, often. But also just sucking in every other way too, so maybe it wouldn't actually fix me. Fuck off. Oh my god. We're fine. I genuinely feel like I'm locking up a lot and I'm breaking traction a lot. Come on, man. No. Fuck. Just kept in it there. That would have been good. I didn't. I sort of weaved a little bit. Great balance between 44-38, diff decel below 12. Ooh, tuning tips? Not too mid-race. I knew that and I still checked. I'll try that on the next car I'm in, see how it goes. Yeah, Jesus, there's a big gap in between me and whoever's next. I don't think I'm... Well, I guess I am driving pretty slow, but Jesus Christ. I don't know how I'm supposed to be quicker. Apart from being better. Not braking later, clearly. Yep. Sixth. Bloody sick. All right. Ooh, bit of affinity bonus though. I forget that affinity bonus after you get past like level 4 gives you credits. That's probably where I'm getting most of my credits from. Oh, that makes sense.
Today you'll get back on track at Northamptonshire.
Ooh, Silverstone.
England's Silverstone racing circuit.
All right. Looking at pictures of something. Don't worry about it. One thing I'll give the new Forza Motorsport credit for, being able to tune street brakes. Yeah. And other wings. Wasn't it a thing for a while? I don't know when they did it. It might not have even been new gen motorsport. It might have been later than, well, during new gen, not at the start of it, I should say. Like tunable wings. Wasn't that only Forza Aero for a long while? Or am I could be stupid. Ooh, LFA. Yeah, I got one LFA. Again, it's a club circuit for... God damn it. Why are all these club circuits, man? That's annoying. That's annoying. I'm gonna knock this down. I'm gonna knock this game down a little bit because of that. I'm at so many short circuits. And I don't think I should be. Right. Let's continue. Right, actually, no. Tune setup. Brake balance. Can I do brake balance? Yes. Between 44 and 38. 40. Diff. I can't do the diff. Wait, was it US daylight saving? COD just went live an hour earlier than they usually do. Was it daylight saving? It might have been, actually. They might have pulled forward an hour. Does that mean we're doing the same? Oh, I think we are at some point, aren't we? Gross. Oh, that's a braking zone somewhere. Don't know where though. Out here? Okay. Yeah. Right. Hopefully I can catch up to these guys in this braking zone. They did go a little bit earlier. But if I just lock up the brakes like that constantly, then what's the point? Shit. Difficult, man. Actually difficult. Right, well I got one actually, to be fair, so that's not a complete failure of a corner. LFA is a cool car, isn't it? The most overrated cool car in the world. Still cool as hell. Yeah, of course. Do not get me wrong. Cool as hell. Oh, that's fucking engine damage. You can't just pick up an LFA engine. Don't think you'll find any of those on Facebook Marketplace. Hyped by all the people who were too young to buy one. I think a generation that watched Top Gear may have caused problems with it. My incoming Horizon 6 garage with 20 Vipers will betray my actual taste. This one is very cool. Horizon 6 garage with 20 Vipers? Huh? You're just gonna put Vipers in the garage? That's it? I don't know what I'm gonna put in my garage. I don't know how many spaces you get. Do you have multiple? I don't know. I'll figure that out when it comes, because obviously garages in video games, you know, GTA. If GTA is anything to go by, then yeah, I mean, I've got a problem. I've got an incoming problem. Before Viper was a barn find. What is the newest car that has been used as a barn find? What is the newest car that's been used as a barn find? I'm trying to think. Because I know the 22B was a barn find in Horizon 4. Wasn't there like the early 2000s Viper? Or was it late 90s at that point? Was it 99? It was 99 Viper in Horizon 5, okay. The 22B in Pretzer, what year was that? Was that 90s or was that early 2K? I don't actually know. I think it was late 90s. It might have also been a 99. 98, okay. Ooh, no, we're not going out there. Fuck, no. Was anything newer used in a barn find? Wait, hang on. I just thought about this. Japanese cars in the barn find. I mean, oh no, the 86 is going to be in one, isn't it? And they're going to make some sort of Fujiwara tofu shop reference, aren't they? What's up, WVK? How I'm streaming this? With OBS. I'm playing the game through Xenia, the Xbox 360 on PC emulator, and then just streaming it as anybody would stream basically anything ever. I mean, even if it wasn't through Xenia, you can use a capture card and capture an Xbox 360. But yeah, just through Xenia on PC. Played every Forza game. I'm close. I've not played Motorsport 1. I've never played Motorsport 1, but other than that, I think I've played every Forza game ever. Viper is the latest car to appear as a barn find. Okay, so in barn finds, we haven't broke the 2000s yet. Okay. I'm trying to think, what cars do we think they're going to be barn finds? I think old Land Cruiser. 8.6 probably. An Evo 3? I reckon an Evo 3 they might put that in there. I don't know. I own Forza Motorsport 2, 3, and 4. I lost my disc with Motorsport 1. Damn. I'm unhappy with Horizon 6. It's not even out yet. What are you unhappy about? Curious. Is it potentially because the gameplay that came out the other day kind of sucked? Shouldn't have been in Japan? Whoa, okay. Let's delve into that. That's an interesting take. That's an interesting take. What do you think? If not Japan, where do you think? An old time attack chassis? Forza dates cars by body type? Ooh. Only Midnight Club works in Japan? What? No. No. What? No. No. Tokyo Extreme Racer? Yeah, Tokyo Extreme Racer in shambles right now. What? Only Midnight Club works in Japan. I don't agree with that for a second. Go do Forza Horizon in Poland. Why? What? What? Why would they do it in Poland? I'm Polish? Right. So you just want it to be where you're from, not where someone else may be from. Is that what's going on? Do you think they could actually do an amalgam of Eastern Europe like they did with Italy, France in 2? I think the problem with that is at the danger of potentially offending somebody. Are those countries really interesting to want to put a Horizon Festival in? Prague, potentially? That's not really Eastern Europe, but it's Europe. Japan is all about the illegal shit, not legal, like Horizon's all about. I mean, not necessarily, though. It's not all about the illegal shit in Japan. There's plenty of legal stuff that goes on in Japan surrounding cars and is really cool. Also, what is stopping them? Like, I mean, okay, the police aren't going to be in it, sure, but like, I don't know why my phone is trying to talk to me there. The police aren't in it, okay, yeah, sure, but like, they still could do some sort of like little Horizon story thing on the Midnight Club and things like that. You know, banging EG Civics around the Shitoku and getting time trials done and stuff with speed cameras or whatever. Whenever I think Japan, I think illegal street racing. Okay, I mean, that's what you think, that's what you think. And there's a lot more to Japan than just illegal street racing. And there's certainly a lot more legal things that are interesting about Japan still. It doesn't necessarily... That's not all it has going for it. Even outside of cars, it has so much going for it. Series started off in the wrong country, America, with all their takeovers. A good Japanese racing game is never complete without police. Have you ever played Tokyo Extreme Racer? Curious. I don't really know many other racing games that are in Japan, to be fair. I'm trying to think of others that I have played that are in Japan. I don't even know if I've... Midnight Club 1 and 2, are either of those in Japan? I don't have a PC. Well, like, you know, back in the day, like on the PS2, or, I mean, more recently, actually, TXR... It did actually release on PS5, just recently. Midnight Club 3 was Japan. Okay. A DLC of it was, yeah. And Midnight Club 3, okay, yeah. But also, the police weren't really a big part of Midnight Club 3. They were sort of there and like, sort of a nuisance, but like not. They weren't really a big part of it. You know, I don't even, you know, I played it semi-recently too. Within the last couple of years, I played Midnight Club 3. I'm trying to think of other racing games that happen, you know, open world racing games, I should say, in Japan. Obviously, I know Fujimi Kaido's in Motorsport, but that's not really the same thing, is it? Or Tsukuba is in Gran Turismo or whatever. I don't think I agree with that opinion. I don't think I agree with that. I don't think I agree with the idea that it won't work unless it's illegal. Midnight Club's Japan kind of sucks. I enjoyed it. It wasn't crazy. I mean, obviously 2005, I think. It was awesome. But, it's a, you know, in terms of giving a Japan vibe, it doesn't really give that much of a Japan vibe, does it? Midnight Club maps give no vibe. Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know. I'll say, I think in Midnight Club 3, Detroit I think that was pretty vibey. Is it because it's snow and I really like snowy maps? Maybe. But I think Midnight Club 3 Detroit had a good little Detroit vibe to it. San Diego was a good map, but did it give San Diego vibes? Not particularly. Atlanta, did that give Atlanta vibes? Also not really. Midnight Club LA, you know what? When I went back to that again semi-recently, I kind of went back to it as it's not. People, I think, really overhyped that game, and I still think that. But I did come away appreciating a few more things about Midnight Club LA. The map being one of them.
Welcome to Horizon.
Hey, thanks for the follow, WVK. Yeah, the map of Midnight Club LA was one of the things that I came away thinking that the map is actually sick. I think a lot of what went into that Midnight Club LA map being cool, I mean, it just captured LA, I think, pretty decently. I think it could have got a bit more city in it. There are some city areas, but like I think maybe a bit more like, you know, skyscraper city in it potentially. But you know, it got the beach really well. It got, you know, like the mountains really well, I think. But yeah, I think a lot of it, what I was saying is a lot of it, I think, was the real life brands that you found advertising within the game. Like there were iPod branding, there was like Burger King, I think, Axe probably. Like there was just a bunch of like real branding. Oh, it wasn't Burger King, it was Rustlers, wasn't it? I think. Was it Rustlers or was that Midnight Club 3? One of them, I don't know. But yeah, the real life branding, I think real life branding is awesome in open worlds, as long as like it makes sense for the universe. I think it's really cool. I think it's a really good world. really good way to just make the world real. Midnight Club LA specifically. One of fun facts about Le Mans in Forza Motorsport 4. If you're about to tell me that you can see the McDonald's sign, don't worry. I've been obsessed with that for 15 years. I've been obsessed with that for every time I play it. I'm looking for it. Don't worry. But if it's something else, then please let me know. Take down, what's up, dude? McDonald's, God, you do. Look, we just mentioned real life branding and we're talking about racing games. Don't worry. I know he's there. He's out there. The Dream McDonald's, which I don't believe is there anymore, which is a big shame. Same era when Games did LA. Yeah, Games just did LA for a bit, didn't they? Games did LA for a bit, and Games did Jetpacks for a bit. And Rex. And then Battle Royales, and now Extraction Shooters. I wonder what's next. Favorite car ever? It's an R34 Skyline. Unfortunately, I'm one of them. I'm one of them. The 1970 Fiat X1/9. Is that the one I think it is? Like the really triangle looking one? Like pointy on the front? I can't say I've ever heard anybody say that was their favorite car. Interesting pick. What about that car makes it your favorite? Beautiful in the green. Okay. Green as well. Fair. I was gonna say red, but like Fiats. Do we put Fiats in red just because it's Italian? Do we do that for them? I don't know if we do. It's kind of like an 89 MR2S. Yeah. Okay, I think I know the one you're on about. Yeah. Just a fun car. Fair. You know what? You don't really need much more reasoning than that. It's fun. Sick. Yeah. That's enough. Oh. I own 5 of them in Horizon 3. Sheesh. Did they make that car make its way to further Horizon games? I assume it did, but... No? Oh, wow. Rip. Okay, some of my favorite cars didn't make it over either. Favorite Skyline is the R33, not a huge fan of the R34. My favorite is the R34, not a huge fan of the R33. Although, if they are done correctly, I do like it. But very rarely, I feel like, at least in the UK, are they done correctly. And done correctly just means nicely, you know, nicely lowered a little bit, the right spacing and right fitment, I should say. The right fitment and just nice wheels, maybe. Yeah. Don't start the R34 is prettier. I mean I agree, but you knew that. R31 GTSR is cool. Yeah, R31s are cool. I don't think of them very often. That's all cool. R32 and 33 can look very nice. R34 is kind of stuck with the Z-Tune kit. No! Seawest kit. Seawest is the guy for the R34. He's the guy. Ooh, speaking of Skylines, I could get a Supra, an NSX, a Calsonic GTR, Tom's SC430, not mine, but it could be, or the Calsonic Skyline. I mean, he's gonna be the R34. He's gonna be this guy. Best sounding engine. I don't know. There's a lot up there. There's a lot up there.
Through the demanding Sebring
Well,
International Raceway.
no, not R34, sorry. 458 Ferrari comes to mind. That's one of them. If we are going race cars and cheating, then it's the Ferrari 550 GTS. That would be the final answer, I think, is a 550 GTS. Lamborghini Murcielago, early ones. What else? I mean, there's so many good answers to that. LFA V10, yeah, sure. Viper V10, any V, Carrera GT V, any V10, you know, all of them, any of them. Z06 Corvette. Would I say that's the best? They sound good. I don't know if they're like my top best sounding cars. I don't know. To be fair, you said engine, actually. So whatever engine's out of the cars that I mentioned. Viper V10 I despise due to turbo lag. Oh shit. The Viper is NA. What Viper are you talking about? there is no no wonder the turbo's lagging so much. It's not even there. Oh, I almost did that again. Oh my god, I did it. Right, I gotta look at my screen instead of the my phone presenting me with notifications. The 90-degree racetrack. I am on the 90-degree racetrack, but we gotta circle back. We're not letting you get past that WBK. What turbo in the Viper? I need to know. Whenever you add a turbo to a Viper, I find it has lag. Like in Forza? I mean, yeah. Turbochargers tend to sort of what they do. They have a bit of lag. I'm not going to claim to be a scientist on why that is. Not all turbos have lag. I mean, you can have anti-lag systems, or you can have superchargers and centrifugal stuff. There's other options, but I'm a little. I think we're all just a little confused as to why you said the Viper doesn't sound good because it has turbo lag. But in this case, the turbo would only exist if you put it on. Also, for best sounding engines, definitely not because I have an obsession at the moment or I'm potentially purchasing one. Honda S2000 F20C, when VTIC kicks in, yo. I want to put that out there. I think it's a good shout. I think it's worthy to be considered. Is a good Honda VTEC, specifically intake noise rather than the actual exhaust. That's the more important part of it. Because when I have it, then I speed up and it slows down before the turbo kicks in. You could just leave it NA. You don't have to put turbos on a Viper. Not mandatory. I don't think, usually. I've got to say, I've never had to put a turbo on a Viper. 640 horsepower, at least out of the, you know, the 2013 GTS. You can, you know. Best Forza Horizon game? Horizon 1. Fuck. Forza Horizon 1. Easily. FH3 is my favorite. Yeah, I cannot agree with you there. Is it because of the Fiat? It could be because of the Fiat. Was the Fiat in Horizon 2? I don't know. Horizon 3 is a lot of people's favorite, and you know what, Kyle? I simply cannot argue with them all, so I'm not going to, you know? Sometimes it's okay for people to be wrong. Although liking a game because it has your favorite car in it is, yeah, I mean, that's, you know what, that's probably, that's a very valid reason. That's like fair, you know, fair. For a little while, and I still sometimes lean on this way. I still lean this way sometimes in my idea that Need for Speed Carbon is better than Need for Speed Most Wanted because it actually has things like the Nissan 350Z and the Nissan Skyline R34. And it's funny to think that Most Wanted doesn't have those cars, like, and it's nighttime in Carbon, and the vibes at nighttime are just cool. I need to pass 3 more cars. Not gonna happen now that I've got engine damage. You know that in Horizon 4 had a race copy and pasted from PGR? Oh, Forza Horizon, yes, in the Edinburgh circuit, yeah, I know that. Not copy and pasted, but they designed the map in such a way where it mimics that track. Liking a game because it has a car, has your car or a car you really like and nothing else is valid, yeah. This game has the Peugeot 308, which is so extremely based. Mine is currently in the mechanics. Its entire front axle replaced. Just Peugeot things.
Now it's back to the Georgia.
But yeah, hey, look, this has the Alfa Romeo Mito in it. So you know. I didn't give the car any care for a year. Plus, it's French. Can deserve it. Yeah. Ooh, Nissan Super GT. Oh, okay. So instead of going for a chop top, we're going for a front end delete. Oh, but on the preview screen on the bottom, it's actually a. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I'm just getting a nose chop. Maybe it's rear engine now. That's funny. Harikawa, what's up, dude? And Zapti. Oh, full Road Atlanta. Yay, I'm being treated with a full track. I can't believe it. It's about back in time. This thing is a prettiest JGTC car of its age. Yeah, I mean, I just think this will... this thing was so sick. The Calsonic livery as well, I mean, it's just... I like the GTRs, don't get me wrong. And the NSX is cool as well. But this is my GT500 guy. This is my guy. Drive better, Tom. You know what? Like, check this out. I'm driving better? You can change difficulty, not in World Tour. Oh, yeah. Drive better. I didn't think you could. You can make it easier by making them all drive stock. No, that's not. I'm not doing that. This game allows you to lose and just still progress, so, like, it's fine. You know? I don't particularly feel the need to be winning every race. I don't have to. I would like to. That'd be great. You know, you win some, you lose some. Oh! Hey! I played Project Gotham Racing on 360 and the software bug and a half. Yeah, software emulation can be strange. It can happen. As long as it doesn't actually affect the gameplay, it's fine. Which, the previews of the cars, they do not affect the gameplay whatsoever. Yeah, I mean, this thing is so sick. What engine did they use in these? It wasn't an RB, was it? It sounds potentially like it could be. What engine did they put into these things? I don't actually know. Probably a V8, right? No, it doesn't sound that V8. Then again, Japanese V8. Do they ever sound V80? Apart from the Acura NSX in Pulp Fiction, of course, that had a V8. VQ30 DET. V6 then. It was a VQ. Yeah, V6 twin turbo, there you go. Okay. So it wasn't inline 6, it was V6. It doesn't sound as drony as a VQ usually does, though. At least the 35, the 350Z engine, so I guess it's just a smaller version of that. But obviously, powerful as race car. The Castrol Super, I think they went away from the RB in favor of... Yeah. I mean, the Castrol Super, they were using... Was it an MR2 engine? Was it inline 4? Weird that this would be using a V6. Is the V6... Is the VQ really lighter than an RB 26? I would have thought the V6 would be heavier. I feel like the 350... Even though the, the R34 isn't exactly a... it's not exactly a light, slim car, is it? But... I feel like the 350 feels chunkier in like a weird way. VQs are all aluminum. Why did I say aluminum? Aluminium. I am so sorry. I want to put out a formal apology. I am British. But sometimes people in my chat aren't, and I'm just translating for them. I don't want to have the argument. That's definitely what that is, and not just me being stupid, okay? Worried I might have Nigel Farage on my ass soon. Hey, he's not British. Fuck off, Nigel, little prick. I'm only stupid on the days that end with Y. And thank God there aren't any of them. They all end in I. Monday. Tuesday. Read a chat from an American. Had to read in the local time. That's exactly what I was doing. You spelt it in the American way. Aluminium is actually wrong and said aluminium sounded wrong. So you read it right first read. No, I didn't. Don't ever let anybody convince you that the Americans made the language better. Don't ever let anybody convince you of that. All right? Americans made some things better. The language was not one of them. Aluminium is a made-up word. What do you think about it, Kyle? All words are made-up words. The brain named itself. Think about that. Think about it. It's all made up, actually. We are atoms that study themselves. Dude, I was studying myself all night last night. I tell you what, Saturday night was going crazy. Shit, mic's on. Forgot about that. Brain also crowned itself the most important organ. Is the heart or the brain more important?
Today, you'll revisit the spectacular peaks and smooth blacktop of Camino Viejo de Montserrat.
Hammond found a secret or third way to pronounce it. I'm actually not aware of this. What's that? We talking church? No, I don't go to any of that. I fucking forgot about the front end delete in the preview picture. That caught me off guard. The brain is just as confused as you think you are, always trying to know more about itself. I'm certainly not trying to know any more. I know too much about myself. If I could know less, that would be great, actually. Exactly like Tame Impala said. Whoever they are. I'm kidding, I have actually heard of Tame Impala. I think I have at least one song liked on Spotify of theirs. I'm trying to emulate this game in Windows XP. They probably developed it on Windows XP, so there's that. I just got fucking... Okay, no. I was gonna say, I just got absolutely wiped in that corner. 2 cars up my inside. Fucking hell. I didn't just open a door, I rolled out the red carpet for them. Got 4,000 songs on my main Spotify playlist. I think I have liked 1,300 songs on Spotify, and I have like a playlist that's kind of like just a semi-filtered down version of my liked songs. How many songs are on that? Oh, hello. We've already got Spotify open. Have a look. Yeah, liked songs 1,339. In my box of stuff, 259 songs. Filtered. Filtered as fuck. Got a cursor right by. Forza Motorsport came out in the days of Windows 7. That does not mean they were developing on Windows 7. Maybe. But maybe not. I imagine most devs now aren't on Windows 11. I imagine they're on Windows 10 still. Time when an operating system exists versus what was used were not the same. Exactly. It took me a while to go up to Windows 11. They have Windows 9. Holy shit. The forbidden fruit. Helped a co-worker build a PC yesterday, Ryzen 9 9700X. The Miku RTX 5080, I was quite jealous. I mean, in performance, I'll take it. The Miku 5080 is crazy work. That's crazy Guna work, that. Like, how much of a Guna do you gotta be to buy the Hatsune Miku graphics card? That guy's gonna be jorking it. I have a Mac, not a PC. To M2. Didn't they just announce like a affordable MacBook? Like $700, $600, I think it starts at or something. That's like not, you know, that's not MacBook money, you know. I don't know much about Apple stuff, if I'm honest. I'm not an Apple person. I have an iPad. I like an iPad. So I got an iPad Air M2, and that's it. I don't really interact with anything else iPhone or Apple stuff. MacBook Neo, yeah. Very unlike Apple to release a cheap product, but relatively, of course. I mean, $600 still not cheap, but it's better than a Windows machine that you can get for $600, right? I mean, probably? Probably. MacBook Neo is a slower chip that the iPhone 16 has. Yeah, but the iPhone 16, is it not? If they have the M chips are good. That's why I specifically got an iPad Air with an M2. Was it M1 or M2? I think it's M2 that I've got. Specifically one with an M chip in it, because those are good. And, I mean, to be honest, Android tablets are just not it. Look, I'm not an Apple fan, really. I don't particularly care, but, A18. Oh, is it an A18 in the MacBook Neo? Oh, is it not an M chip? Okay. We'll see what some tech reviewers say about it then. I mean, again, the iPhone chips are also, you know, the A series chips are impressive, but they're decent for phones. I don't know if they're decent for laptops. Normal to M1 speeds. Okay, well that's still good then. That's still all right. Phone is an LG Velvet, runs Android 13. I don't even know what version of Android. What version of Android are we on these days? What am I on?
Now it's back to Japan for a race on the world
16.
Suzuka circuit.
Wait, an LG. LG haven't made a phone in a very long time. I don't think. I used to keep up with that stuff. I don't anymore. I have a phone. No, that's not necessarily true. I have a Google Pixel 8 Pro. I like my Google Pixels. I've had Google Pixels for a number of years. Had the 7 before this. 6? 7? I don't know whether or not I had the 7 or the 6. I had one of them. Fuck. It's already been done. It's already been done. I've already. Still has an SD card slot and a headphone jack. Sheesh. Last Droid I had was a Pixel 3a. Pixel 3a was a good phone. That was my first Pixel was a 3. I loved that phone. I'd love to actually still have it. My favorite thing about it was the rear fingerprint sensor, and I thought that was actually better than an on-screen fingerprint sensor. The rear fingerprint sensor, better. And also, you could use that sensor, you could like swipe your finger down on it and it would bring your notifications down. The best. That was the best. That was so cool. But I then upgraded to a 4XL and, you know, it was good. but preferred the 3. I didn't get a 5 because the 5 blew. Then they went back to the 6 was good. Must not have gotten a 7. And then the 8 came out and it was like you get loads of security updates for like loads of years. So I was like, right, I'll get this one and then I won't get a phone for Mini. Because I was already thinking like, I'm just going to try and stick with my phone for as long as possible. I must have got a 7 actually. I must have. And then the 8 came out and it was like, oh, you get the security updates for a long time. So I'm like, right, I'll get this one and then I'll keep it for years. And I have. I've kept it since I got it. Since it came out. My SD card is full of corn, if you know what I mean. Okay. Strange call out. Happy for you. Watching porn on the LG Velvet. Crazy work, but you know, that's what the Velvet's for, I guess. An iPhone SE 2nd gen for music. iPhone SEs are cool. Actually, are they? I don't know what the newest one... Yeah, I guess so. You know what? I was tempted for the idea of I was tempted by the idea of for a little while to get an iPhone Mini. That was a very tempting idea for a little bit. I was almost tempted just to have one as a second phone. Not necessarily because I need a second phone, but like the camera would have been cool, and it's an iPhone Mini, so like sick. But then I didn't, and they don't do them anymore, which is a shame. I almost got a Google Fold as well. I was curious about the Fold, but nah. My original Pixel 1 and Pixel XL, you get unlimited cloud storage pictures. I think that got revoked. I don't think you actually get that. I got the 3, and that was supposed to be unlimited storage, but that's not. That stopped at some point. Well, I don't know. I don't know. My mum's finally starting to go, so I might be looking to get into something new as well. Not sure what to get there. I mean, I feel like is it hard to get a wrong phone these days? Like, I don't know. Like, is it? Oh, I gotta... Oh, my ass. My ass is killing. I might need to start getting a pillow. Worst phone you ever had? You know, I don't think I've really ever had a phone that didn't do what I needed it to do at the time. You know? Yeah, not... I've never really been unhappy with a phone that I had, because I mean... Just work backwards. So I've got a Pixel 8 now. I think I had a Pixel 7 and then a Pixel 6. And then before that I had a Pixel... Oh, no, I had a Samsung Galaxy S20 FE in between that, actually, because I upgraded every year for a little bit. Yeah, so I had the 6, and then before that I had an S20 FE, because that's the year Google went to Google Pixel 5, and Google Pixel 5 sucked dicks. So didn't get one of those, and I got an S20 FE instead. That was actually a really good phone. There was just some things that I just didn't like about it. Samsung UI stuff I never liked. I think I got a launcher on it as soon as I got it, to be fair, but I've never liked Samsung UI stuff that they do to Android. I know it's not too dissimilar, but the bits they do to it I just think make it look cheap and crap. I like a stock Android, which is why I like the Pixel. No, that was a good phone. A lot of power in it. Had the Snapdragon chip in it, rather than the Exynos that most Samsungs ran at the time. And Snapdragon chip was the guy. He was good. Before that, Pixel 4 XL. Before that, Pixel 3. Before that was an iPhone SE. First one. That was good. It was very cheap. Yeah, I mean that was good. I enjoyed that for the time that I had it. For that, I think I had a 5S, and a 4S, or maybe just a 4. I'm not sure if it was an S. I think it was an S. Was it actually? I don't know. Not a fucking clue. Don't remember. Before that, I had a Samsung Galaxy Mini or a BlackBerry. I'm not sure which one. It must have been a Samsung Galaxy second. Samsung Galaxy Mini. That was a bit of a piece of shit, but also it was like 2010 Android, and I certainly wasn't. I didn't buy my own phone, so you know, don't really. Whatever, you know. I could download me tunes on there, and that's all I sort of needed from it. Some texts, some Twitter, some Messenger, some tunes. Sick. Before that, I had a BlackBerry. Something or other. I had a helicopter game, and of course BBM, if anyone remembers, BBM at the time. And before that, I don't know, I had like a flip-up Nokia at some point. A Snake on it. I had some other Nokia. I don't know. Yeah. Ooh, DBR9 or Corvette C5 or C6. Look, realistically, the DBR9 is the choice, but because we still get to see that in racing games, and I don't get to see the C6R. C6R is being chosen. Oh, God. Oh, we got one. Oh. The Samsung S26 has the new privacy screen. I saw that. I don't like privacy screens on phones, but maybe that's because I'm trying to spy on what everyone's doing. I don't like screen protectors, actually. I just don't like screen protectors. I don't have one on my phone. Is it probably worth it? Yeah. I mean, if you drop your phone, if I drop my phone, I'm going to have to make an insurance claim, and that's going to cost close to £100 probably, but I'm willing to do that just so I don't have to have a screen protector. I really don't like the feel of a screen protector. R3 Vet versus Viper. Can I use this? Yep. The C6R is not in Horizon 5. The DBR9 also isn't, but I believe it's in Motorsport. I don't think I've had a bad phone either. Gone through an iPhone 4, 5S, 6, Pixel 3a, iPhone 13 Pro Max. Yeah, I mean, I think you sort of have to really be trying to pick a bad phone, you know? Speaking of Motorola on the back of this car, Motorola's pieces of shit. Motorola's, and I mean, they don't make them anymore, but Sony phones, pieces of shit. I guess they don't think they make. Maybe they do. I don't know. Look, I used to work in a phone shop. Top 2 phones I would see coming in for repairs that weren't just like someone dropped it and broke the screen. Motorola's and Sony's by far. Sony's, they just didn't work. They just didn't fucking work. Who knew the 2 race cars, the 2 cars that don't have race-tuned gears are the 2 that are winning. And then this guy's on my ass. Well, that's over. My grandma, I should be so mad right now. It's such an old person thing to have a Motorola though, or a Sony. Actually, Sony phone, I feel like old people and oddballs got. Motorola's was cheap people who were cheap. Got a Doro. Oh, Doro. They do exactly what they need to do, which is absolutely fucking nothing. Sony's still kicking, kind of. Yeah, I feel like I mean, I don't really see anything from that world anymore. I unsubscribed from Marcus Brownlee a long time ago, which means that I don't follow anybody that does phone reviews apart from maybe like Linus and like the second channel or whatever. But like, I don't really watch them, you know? I just don't care anymore. It's just not, I'm not interested. For a little while I definitely was, but I'm not interested now. Would have chosen something else for the C6 debut if I knew this was just going to be an oval. I mean, I did know, but I didn't, you know, pay attention, because why would I do that? Plan on converting my dad from Sony over to iPhone. That's another thing, man. Sony phone users, so dedicated for Sony phones. So dedicated. That was another thing. They weren't. They weren't like, oh, why don't you switch to? Nope. I like my Sony. I'm gonna get another Sony. But it fucking breaks all the time, and it's slow and it's crap. What a Sony. The camera's rubbish. You always say it. What a Sony. It's just, it can't be helped. Again, from my years of selling mobile phones. Jeep owners of the phone world? Ooh. Yeah, maybe. Dedicated to it and the cars are just actually crap. Yeah, potentially. Sony owners equals BMW owners? No, because at least if you buy a BMW, like, you are getting some sort of quality product. If you buy a Sony phone, you're not getting anything worth anything. A decent display, perhaps? But other than that, a lot of nothing. Did anyone know anyone with a Windows phone? Yes, I know someone who used to have a Windows phone. I didn't know them when they had it, but I know someone who they used to have a Windows phone, and then they moved over to Samsung's and Google's now. Actually, they moved over to Google's with me. They are not in a mental hospital. Perhaps they should be. In my Jeep, I can take my doors off. Jeep owner, probably. Look, they even come off when I don't want them to. Isn't that great? Ferrari owner equals Apple owners. You know what? No. iPhone owners are just German car owners. New German car owners. So BMW, Mercedes, Audi owners, all three, because let's be honest, they're all just buying it for a badge and a flash and a bit of a look at me. I've got a, you know, I've got a BMW, I've got an Audi, I've got a Mercedes. Oh, look at me, I've got an iPhone. You know, does it work? Yeah. Does it do the job? Yeah. Does it do the thing? Yeah. But also, you're kind of just doing it. You're posing. It's posing. It's all posing. Rory had an Apple ex-employee work. Yeah, they did. Was it Johnny? Is it Johnny Ive? I don't know if it was Johnny Ive. It was someone from Apple worked on the interior of the soon-to-be electric car. That doesn't necessarily mean anything about the customers, and what they are in comparison to car customers, but sure. Yeah, I mean that is, you know, that happened. Look. The internet really didn't like the interior of that car, gotta say. Didn't hate it. A couple little bits here and there, couple improvements. I think it looked good. better than haptic buttons. Better than haptic buttons. I'm so glad that we're starting to see car companies turn around on haptic buttons and stuff like that, and we're actually starting to put physical buttons back in. I'm so glad that that's happening, because I mean, not that I'm in the market to buy a new car, but yeah, I mean, touch buttons just fucking suck. Why is this race 15 laps? Because it hates me. Favorite Ferrari to this day is the F40. You and many others. A fair choice. 458 Spider for me. Dude, you know what? If I had the money to be buying my own phone at the time, though, I would have had a Windows phone. Just for the Xbox stuff. Because to get achievements on your phone would have been cool. I don't know what I would have played on my phone, but you know, I'd have had to get some games on my phone.
Today, we return to the Infineon Raceway, a demanding road course just north of San Francisco.
Right. Infineon. Sonoma. Can I take the... It's not going to let me take the Corvette now? Oh my god, come on. Wait, there it was. R3. Change car. Right, there we go. Right, let's get the Corvette on an actual track. Poor guy. SF... Wait. Harikawa, are you saying that your favorite Ferrari is an SF90? Or are you saying that in reaction to feedback buttons and stuff? Brake bounce? Fuck. Yep. It's your favorite? The SF90 is your favorite Ferrari? That's fucking crazy. What? Really? That might be good for you, because I'll tell you what, they're not appreciating in price. Really? That's... Wow, okay. Brake balance. Thank you, by the way. So we said 40, and then on the diff, what was the thing you said on the diff, Rand? Diff decel below 12. 10. 70 plus and then below 12. 70 plus. Okay. 458 Spider is my... Yeah, I mean, that's my favorite Ferrari. That and the 365 Daytona. Spider. Those two. Quite speciale for me. I mean, yeah, that's fair. I mean, thankfully Ferrari have so many cars that you can choose from. That, unless you're going for a F40, it's probably a unique choice. The Ferrari Super America. Yeah, I mean, the Ferrari, you know what? Ferrari 575 is up there for me as well. F12. The old Super Americas from 50s, 60s. Oh, okay. I can't even picture those off the top of my head. Any Ferrari FF fans in the world? I like a Ferrari FF. I like a GTC4 Lusso. I think they're cool. Look, I like the ThatDrTomGuy. Like, look, would I prefer if we lived in a world where Ferrari and Lamborghini with the Urus, where they don't make an SUV? Yeah, I'd love that. That'd be better, wouldn't it? If we lived in a world where they didn't do that and they didn't make fully electric cars. Although Lamborghini have backed off from doing that, to be fair, but Ferrari are still going for it, I guess. But look, ThatDrTomGuy. Look, if we're gonna be doing a Ferrari SUV, and look, we are, whether we like it or not, I think it's all right. I like it. I had a rear drive swapped Ferrari FF in Forza 4. Does that count? Yeah, why not? Ferrari FF is probably the worst. You can't use most of its gears. I mean, if you're talking about high-end gears, they're probably for like long-distance driving and, you know, like motorway miles, which is sort of the point of that car as well. So that sort of makes sense. You wouldn't actually be using those gears for enthusiastic driving. How many gears does it have? Is it only 7? I would have thought it was only 7. They still have a monster engine livery on it. Oh, that's terrible. I probably did something similar. I'm sure I did. I'm sure I did. But Walter Tom, how's brakes? I think we're doing alright. Whether it's the car, because I've not really broken this car yet, gotta say, because we went on the oval. But it's better than the other things I was doing, so yeah, potentially that has worked. FF was a weird looking thing, it was 2 cars welded together. Yeah, I mean, look, I understand the hesitance towards it, but I like it overall, you know. V12 as well, I mean, come on. Why don't you use the distance leaderboard in the game? Don't know. Didn't really change it. We try it? Where is it? What is it? Is it that? Oh yeah. Yeah, screw it. I'll be user. Why not? Honestly, I thought that was like above the cars. I don't know why I thought that. That's a different thing. Oh, we'll use that for the final bits of the game. Why not? I'm sure I used it in the day when I was actually playing the game. Never thought to use it in single player. Yeah, I mean... Oh, for God's sake, did I just get... Actually, I'm just going to leave it because it might reset the whole heat one as well, and I don't want it to do that. Actually, I don't think it would, but... Fuck it, let's just continue. For this asshole in a front-engine rear-wheel drive GT car, if I can get out my way. I'm another asshole in a front-engine rear-wheel drive GT car. I miss playing this game. You know what, Zouty? I really thought this game was going to be more boring than it is. Because, I don't know, like, when you think about it, it is just like, get in car, do race event, and there's not really too much more to it. Earlier on, you do get some, like, you know, the bowling pin challenges and stuff, and, you know, they sprinkle in some of the, like, the overtake a bunch of cars on track thing. So, they do mix it up a little bit in some cases. But you know what? Just playing this game has been really fun. It has actually been rather fun. Autocross as well. Yeah, some autocross bits. I wish there was more of that, especially autocross. I mean, I understand bowling maybe not being as common, potentially the overtaking ones. I think more autocross would have been good. Even if they just created autocross tracks like within, like the benchmark track. But then again, benchmark was a DLC track, so I guess they can't really, they probably couldn't have really been using that too much. M. Rossi, yeah, they revealed, was it Forza 7? Forza Motorsport 7? They revealed M. Rossi to be a woman. That was fun. Not really make a difference, but I'm sure somebody got really upset about it at some point. Wasn't Benchmark a DLC in Horizon 3, or am I waffling? I think it was DLC in Forza 4. Was it in 3? Was it in both? Forza 5 the last to have a custom test track on it? Well, in Forza 5 they changed it to like the weird airport thingy with the, like the hangars and stuff and the crates. Trying to think, what was that in Forza 6? Was that just Forza 5? I don't know. I mean, the airstrike is in 7 as well. Is it? Don't remember that. Don't remember it being in that light. I think it was in 6. I don't remember it being in 7. FM5 looks better than 6, that's a fact. I think they did some things to 5 to make it, yeah, the lighting and stuff, potentially. Forza 6 was potentially a little bit duller. Can confirm Benchmark was DLC in both games. Check the look at the fucking brain box on me, Harikawa. Check the brain backs on me. I prefer the graphic styling of Forza Motorsport 5. Yeah, Forza Motorsport 5, I mean, look, that game was a release game on the Xbox One, which effectively means it was just a graphics tech demo. Not completely, it's a bit, you know, offensive to the people that worked on it, but, like, that was the main thing, is to be like, look at our system and look at how good it looks, you know? With the Prague track and stuff like that. They look good. Good looking game. Forza 6 was Rio? Did Rio even come back in Forza 7? I don't even remember.
Up next, your return to Barcelona's majestic Circuit de Catalunya.
Catalunya. Brilliant. I could just take the C... No, I couldn't. It was R2. What else have we got? Ford Classic Showcase. You know what we've not driven all day? The S2000. Can I get in the S2000? Asian Rear-Wheel Drive Coupe Challenge. Get me in. We haven't driven the S2000 at all today, and I wanna drive it. Rio was a track in Forza Motorsport 1. I think the layout was radically different though, right? Yo, what the fuck the NSX doing here? Oh, never mind. Get fucked in a sec. It was Long Beach. Long Beach? Was it actually like... Oh, shit. Was it like the actual Long Beach track? Or was it just what's it called? Or was it just a made-up track that was based in Long Beach? It was the Long Beach going 5, 6, and 7. Huh. Didn't know it had licensed Long Beach. I feel like it doesn't. I feel like it doesn't. I feel like it's Long Beach, but it's just the location and not necessarily the track. Did the track even exist in 2004? Probably did. Probably rather new though. I don't know. No idea. I feel like it's a different layout. I think it's made up. You need license for a street course? Yes. I think you do. It's the New York track. New York was a cool track. New York was a cool track. Forza Motorsport 3 had the fucking the tight Italian twisty road Riviera something Riviera, I don't know, whatever that was. Missed that guy, because obviously it's in Forza Motorsport 4, but it's only the short version. They didn't have the long version back in. And that's a crime. Oh shit, that's also a crime. Yeah, Amalfi Coast. Was it Amalfi Coast? I think so, yeah. Yeah, I gotta say, yeah. Racing on the New York City track, don't think that's very interesting, but it looked pretty. It's that. The actual racing on there, I don't know, it's not a very interesting track, so... There were many ads in New York, Times Square. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, very cool looking track. Reminds me of... Was it not the same... Was it not also New York in... what's it called? In Gran Turismo? Was it not, like, very similar or the same even? Amalfi Coast was the name of the one in Forza Motorsport 4. The long version was called Rally Depositano. That's it. Rally Depositano. Yeah. The full version of that, missed that guy. Don't even remember how it was to race on, but I just want a longer track in that area. Favorite racetrack is Monza. Decent track. Difficult to race online. But it's where I have my one and only Le Mans Ultimate win, so I guess it's that. I hate Laguna Seca. You know, for racing, I'm not a huge fan of Laguna Seca, unless you're in like an MX-5 Cup car or something. But for like track day, you know, time attack stuff like that, I actually don't mind Laguna Seca. Actual racing on there, I'm not sure. Corkscrew is difficult. Yeah, it's definitely a difficult part of the track. I think that's sort of the appeal, though, as well. I think I'd be scared shitless to drive down it, to be honest. Best American racetrack? Daytona? Probably? I think of what else gets up there. It's probably just Daytona. Lime Rock's pretty cool, actually. I do like Lime Rock for some lower class racing. Road Atlanta, I mean, it's good. I don't think I'd put it on my favorite. I don't think I'd put it quite up there, but yeah. Wasn't it? Never heard of that guy. Ooh. Ooh. I tell you what, there's a McDonald's with my name on it somewhere in my town, and it will be getting demolished this evening. Gonna be gorgeous. I also probably need to put some fuel in my car, really. Poznan Racetrack has free entry whenever there's a race on. Cool. That's in Poland. No, I never heard of it. I live somewhat near to Alton Park in the UK, so I go there basically whenever I can. I need to go out there more though, because yeah, there are times when they're just doing like track day stuff, and like, you know, randos are just taking their cars to drive around. And it's like, I assume it's free entry. There's nowhere to buy tickets for it. Even if it's not, even if I get to the gate and they're like, hey, it's a $5, then, you know. I'm not, well, to be fair, whatever price they say, I'm not going to turn around. But yeah. Yeah. I need to get out there. I need to get there more often. I need to get that. You know what I do? Because I need to just at least tune my camera settings and figure out, well, how to take pictures better. Yeah. Do with that. It was on the Grand Tour special, Eurocrash. Oh, was it? I think, you know what? I think that's one that I didn't finish. Did I finish Euro?
You're on your way back to Italy to test your luck on the Mugello Autodromo Internazionale.
Right. We've done 20 events out of the 24 in this little bit. And I think that's where I'm going to end it for the evening. But yeah, I mean, we're in a good spot. We've got 4 events left of the second to last series. And then after that is another series, which is probably like 30 events or something. I don't know exactly, but plenty of events. What have we got? We've got 2.117 million. Shout out Master Chief. But yeah, got some cool stuff today. I mean, we're solidly into R2 stuff now. We've got a couple of R2 cars with the Viper, Calsonic Skyline, and the V8 Astra, which is hilarious. R1 soon, perhaps. Maybe we've got to start looking into R1 cars. What are we looking at there? Ooh, okay. LMP stuff of the time. Porsche RS Spider would be cool. Ferrari F333. Oh, the Audi. Okay. This Audi. Interesting. 787B, Sauber C9. Okay. What about like what's like top end of R2? Okay. More LMP stuff. Furai. McLaren, which we could have had earlier, but we decided with the Viper. okay. We've got options. We've got options. We've got options. Build up a decent, build up a decent little garage here, I think. I think we're doing all right. But yeah, guys, I think we're done for the evening. So, yeah, we'll pick up next time.